Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for the collective. I hope you are all doing well. So, since this is a general reading, I'm not tuning into anyone's specific energies. I'm tuning into the collective. So, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, you are welcome to schedule a reading with me. The link to do so is in the description box below. So, all right, collective. In the past, you were in the energy of 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. Working hard. Working on moving towards your dreams, towards some type of mastery. Interesting. Okay. So some of you might have been experiencing some pretty intense dreams, maybe even nightmares. What I'm getting is, for some of you, I'm not saying that every dream is this, I'm not saying that every nightmare is this, but for those who this resonates with, if you've been experiencing very intense dreams, maybe some where, you think it's you're in a dream, you're looking out of what you think are your eyes, and then all of a sudden you see your hands or you speak and you're like, wait, that's not my voice, that's not my hands. Something makes you realize, like, wait, this isn't even me. Something, and there becomes like a clarity, a lucidness in this dream, and maybe even the characters in the dream are like, what's going on? And you're like, wait, there's this knowing. Or those of you who might be having night terrors or nightmares, might be going to parallel lives. Like we have an oversoul, we have our higher self, and then our oversoul, and then there are just many versions of us in parallel lives. You might have an agreement to be more yourself in this lifetime, to raise your consciousness, to heal, ancestral wounds, and to looking forward in the next 7 forward. You might have an agreement to shift the energy for the next 7 generations to come. And these nightmares are really you during that time at night when you're on the astral. You're going to other versions of you in parallel lives. And it's a nightmare for you because you're going into a very dark aspect on purpose, consciously going to a darker version. It's not necessarily you. It might be a different gender. They're having a completely different, separate life than you. However, you are under the same oversoul, and you're going into those nightmarish situations to aid with your higher vibrational energy. You're planting seeds, you're helping them get out of very tough, scary, unconscious spaces. I'm getting that for some of you, this might have been something that someone did for you as well. Like another version of you came in during moments of trauma. Maybe if you kind of left yourself, or something happened and all of a sudden things were better, you were able to escape, like in real life. It's like some energy comes in, a higher vibrational aspect of you, and helped you get through something. I hope this isn't too vague. I have a feeling that if this resonates, that you might, at least if this is for you, maybe start to piece some of this together. So to help you move forward, to help you move towards your mastery of you being you in this lifetime, that you, part of the agreement, the contract in this lifetime, is that you also at night visit other aspects of you to help wake up, to help plant seeds of awakening. Just go in and turn on the light. And it is a nightmare because you're going into a very dark, dense energy. All right, that's what I have. We'll see if more comes up. If that resonates, great. If it doesn't, not for you. All right. So in present time, collective, you are in the energy of new beginnings. You're stepping out. The start of a journey. This is the start of a new cycle. Yeah. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune with you. Feel that it seems like you sense or feel that with this new stepping forward, with this new beginning, that the universe is with you. This is a part of your destiny. You're at a turning point. If your dreams have been more intense lately, it's like the more conscious you are during your waking hours, you're becoming more conscious also at nighttime. If some of you have been having sleep issues, and you take something to try to make you go to sleep or stay asleep, or there's some type of trying to make your nighttime, trying to control that nighttime energy, there's a suggestion to allow your body to naturally experience the wakefulness in the middle of the night. Some of you are waking up. Are you waking up at the same time in the middle of the night? And instead of fighting it and being frustrated, maybe an accepting, maybe there's a message that you're supposed to receive. And so it feels like blocking it. You might be more isolated right now and wanting some alone time. It feels very healthy. It feels like some of you are trying to separate like your energy from other people's energies. What's really my energy and what's someone else's energies. Some of you are in a very creative space. And similarly, you don't want a disruption by someone else's energy. Okay. A family pattern that's coming up is Ace of Wands, passion ignited. This family pattern is about new beginnings, something you're passionate about, following your dreams, taking inspiration. This one isn't as clear to me. Let's see if we... I'm going to take a few seconds here. Okay, this isn't, usually I read this as like family of origin, the family you grew up in. And what's really coming up is ancestral patterns, maybe going back 7 generations. Your family, ancestral family, there is a pattern of real go-getters, people with passionate ideas. And there are people in your family line who it feels like you have, there's also like an agreement, a contract for healing the family, the ancestral line, healing a negative aspect, something that is limiting, releasing and making major changes. It's like taking, it feels purposeful as a soul for choosing, maybe even choosing a really difficult family line with a lot of issues, painful issues, power dynamics, maybe. It feels like it's harder to get more specific because I'm looking at general energies, and so it feels different for each person who's hearing this message, that you came purposely with so much passion to purposely incarnate in this family that was very, has significant issues. So you could be in that, maybe be even a part of that, become toxic yourself. And then at some point, you have this enlightenment or maybe series of enlightenments of where you see this new perspective, you see the toxicity, you see, oh, whoa, oh my gosh. Had you had not done this, it would be it would be impossible to have compassion for people who have been this stuck, but because you quite possibly participated in the toxic behavior, and then you start overcoming it and healing and shifting. It isn't about your job to change everybody in your family. That's not what I mean by healing the family line. You don't even have to be in contact with your family of origin. If you heal, if you raise your vibration, if you heal that trauma or traumas, then it has an effect. Whether you know it or not, it has an effect. I'm hearing you're a warrior. You were excited about coming in during a time of such rapid expansion. Feels like you live for this. That's why you're so passionate about this new opportunity, this new way of seeing things, this new message, the message of the light that you carry, the message of authenticity, the message of you being you and the light that you carry. I feel like in your dreams, when you're going to other versions of you and it's a nightmare, you're bringing your light, planting seeds. So it's not just on this planet, it's not just with your family line or your ancestors healing 7 generations back. It's a vision for that 7 generations forward. It feels very big. So I'm also hearing, so give yourself a break. Be gentle with yourself. You've done a lot. You've done so much. Enjoy the unfolding as best you can. Take care of yourself. You are necessary. You are important. You are appreciated. You are valued. If you only knew your real worth. All right. Your personal issue is disruption, tower. I think I know it. Okay. Your light, the light that you carry, the I don't want to say goals, but what you wanted to experience in this lifetime and the light that you carry. This isn't your tower. You cause towers. You cause disruption. And I'm saying in the best kind of way. You wake people up. They don't like it. I'm guessing you might have had some difficulty in your family of origin because you carried a very different light that just disturbed them, disturbed the beings in their space that want to keep things the same, that don't want things to change, that don't want the raising of vibration. They don't, it's know that, it feels like there's a lot of grief in your space and disappointment because you might have found that people who enter your life end up like that. Those relationships end up being very disappointing because you are on such a trajectory of growth and awakening and change of vibration, and the people you're around either aren't, or they're going down, or they're just not on such a big trajectory of change as you are. And it's caused you so much pain. And you've felt like you're a failure. Other people you see, are able to stay in connection with people, friends, family, long time connections. And you might have long time connections, but there's some aspects that's not feeling like, it's hard for you maybe to hold on to people. And I get that it's because you cause towers, because you are growing, you are constantly or continually shifting your vibration and raising it, wanting to become more conscious, being drawn to be more yourself. I'm getting that to stop comparing, like you're not doing it wrong. If this is resonating, you're not doing it wrong. You're you don't chase people away. Your light, I've heard people say your light irritates others' demons. That's kind of what it is. They're beings in their space. They're belief systems that they want to hold on to, belief systems that don't want to end. Because that's belief systems' jobs, is to stay. Otherwise, you'd receive something and then you could just lose it. So belief comes in and it starts holding up camp in your space. And the more you hold on to a belief, like I'm not worthy, something's wrong with me, what's wrong with me? The more you hold on to that belief, it doesn't want to give up. There's something about your energy, your light, that's a key that unlocks to the next level. It really does feel like ascension energy, consciousness energy, truth, bigger picture, broader point of view. And again, I'm getting, so don't be so hard on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. You have a very specific journey. Maybe stop judging yourself and just acknowledging that you have a very unique journey compared to others. Right. Your conscience. What you would do if no one was there to judge you. 4 of Cups. Disconnect and boredom. Okay. Okay. There are people in your lives who are still exploring darker, denser energies. No judgment. Everybody is on their own path. You can't force people to change. You can't demand they change. You can't drag them from their unconsciousness. It creates a lot of resentment. It doesn't work. And it feels like there are still some people, at least their energies in your space, that are people who are cold, emotionally manipulative. Maybe they're afraid of their emotions. They're cut off to their emotions. They don't see the value in feelings and emotions. They might be very shallow, or not even willing to go in the water, dip a toe in the water. Maybe they equate emotions with weakness. And I just feel this, you're done. You want to disconnect from this type of energy. It's like you're wanting to give yourself permission to detach from these people. It's exhausting being around them. They're very draining. Their vibration is very low. Feels like they project their low vibrational stuff onto you. There's nothing you can do. You can't do the work for them. I even feel for some of you, being around them, your energy kind of lightens them up and they feel better. So they kind of use your energy. But it's kind of like training wheels. They keep coming back when they're depleted, and they get some of that energy from you. And so by continually feeling like obligated, some kind of obligation to stay in connection with these types of people, that you're not doing them a good service. You're actually doing them a disservice. You are training wheels. If you take your energy away, then they're going to have to start to do the work on themselves. It feels like you disconnecting from these types of people and taking care of yourself will help them. Well, one, it will help you. You won't feel as drained. You can start focusing on whatever excites you, whatever you are drawn to do. And quite possibly at some point, it might force them to have to do the work themselves. By taking the training wheels off, they have to find their balance. You're not there to constantly save them. Maybe they need to fall off the bike a couple times and get hurt and make some changes. Feels like a over parenting, like not wanting anyone to experience pain or any discomfort. That's your energy. Feels very comforting and balancing and helping others. That's great to help others, but you can't do the work for people. And I feel like you know who I'm talking about. There's something about, I mean, obviously, if you feel drawn to someone's in help and you, yes, unless it is this type of energy that, if this resonates, I feel like you'll understand this. These are cold people, emotionally manipulative, that use your light, that misunderstand you, project onto you their weaknesses and limitations. Maybe it's time to give yourself permission to disconnect from this type of energy and the cycles. It also seems like these people experience karma. Karma is merely what you put out, you get back. It's not good or bad. It is there's no judgment with it. So if you put out wonderful stuff, you get wonderful stuff back. It helps guide you. It helps you learn, like, oh, yeah, I did that and I didn't think anything was wrong. But once that's done to me and I see how painful that is, okay, I see. It feels like you come in right when their karma is ripe, when they're ready to receive, or they are receiving negative karma. We'll just, a lesson. You come in and you block their ability to learn this lesson, and you receive negative karma for this. And part of that is they're projecting their lack of appreciation. I'm getting the message of sink or swim to these people. It's time they, it feels like a message from the universe. It might be very hard because you are so kind and caring, to let someone be uncomfortable, let them flail, let them make mistakes. Your desire is 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. Yeah. Yes, this energy is all about moving forward, big changes. It feels like the desire that like an intention that you came in for this lifetime to move forward and accelerate and get to experience going from very dark, dense energies to enlightenment, learning more than most lifetimes. Here, it's like you're learning. For some of you, it's more than 2 or 3 lifetimes. For some of you, it's more like 20 lifetimes to get to experience that. For some of you, this is when you purposely like to reincarnate, that you are part of karma. You are part of balancing out the universe or universes, multiverse. You are a balancer. You go into the dark energies, purposely incarnating in ancestral lines that are very dense, in a family that has a lot of dense, dark energies, and you purposefully come in with such light, giving so generously of yourself to help evolve. I feel this excitement. A lot of you have incarnated into this life so you can really experience that shadow. So you can explore attachments, addictions, limitations, maybe dark sexual energies, temptation, destructive behavior, codependency, materialism, toxicity, on purpose. So you could embody those, some or all of those attributes, and then heal from that, move past that. So you carry the map of that healing within you, so that by just living your life, moving forward, moving on in a healed way, you become an example. You don't have to speak from a podium. You could just live your life and trust what you're guided to do, and what inspiration and excitement, where that takes you, because you will meet the right people who need that planting of a seed. That just feels really powerful. All right. Okay. And the center of the spread, the center of your reading, is your higher self energy, death, transformation. Indeed, that's what this whole reading has been about, your transformation, your agreements and contracts. And I'm saying agreements and contracts, but we always have free choice. If you're like, I do not resonate with this, I don't want to do this, that's your free choice. That is a-okay. If this is resonating with you and you're like, yes, I do feel like I'm being called, I'm being inspired to heal, to be more myself, to create something wonderful for myself, for others. Your energy is transformational. I like that this is the death card, because it is the death of the old energies. It is a balancing, bringing more light, bringing a different way of being, a different way of seeing things, a broader perspective, more light. And some people are going to have towers, and they're not, your energy makes them feel very uncomfortable. Some people don't have the intentions to change in this lifetime. So it's not about evangelical, like going out and changing people. It's about changing yourself and trusting the people who show up in your life are a part of your journey, trusting the synchronicities. Your challenge right now is Two of Cups. Your challenge right now, because you have experienced so many dark energies, so many people who don't like your light and project their darkness onto you. You've had a lot of traumas, dark experiences. And your challenge is to trust that as you heal and as you kind of recover your soul and make yourself whole, and as much, as you continue unscattering your energy and bringing your energy back in, that you will start resonating at that core frequency that's yours, without the distraction energy of taking on the projected dark energies, releasing that and resonating at that very aligned, high vibrational energy that's your core frequency. The more you do that, the more people will recognize you. You'll recognize other people too, on just a weird, like, they're new. They might be completely new to you, but you can see, you feel a familiarity with them, a trust. Your challenge is to not make a blanket, not be so defensive and I hate people, that kind of wall that feels very unpenetrable with that type of belief. Your challenge is to believe, to acknowledge that somewhere out there on this planet, of over, 7 billion people, there are people that share a like mind. That on a soul level, when you are healed and vibrating at your core frequency, that you will be able to recognize each other. All right. The lesson collective is 5 of Cups, emotional loss. Yes, there's been a great deal of emotional loss. Relationships not being loved and cared for as you should be. Grieving connections that were painful. So your lesson is to heal from this grief, to see the bigger picture, to not hold on to, in the last couple readings, I've been talking about the story of the trauma. Yes, how you're perceiving it might be completely accurate, what this person did to you. People. Now it's time to expand and see why you were attracted to that energy. What within you made you stay? What made you be drawn to this lesson, to these people, to this situation? And then expand more and see the lessons. Oh, I get it. I get the lessons that I've learned from this. As you heal, it doesn't make that initial way of seeing incorrect. You just start seeing broader and more high vibrational points of view. So it's still, this is true. It's like a nesting dolls. And so you get broader and broader points of view as you heal, as you unscatter your energy, as you bring back parts of your soul. You stop judging younger you who joined in this energy, because that's part of the plan, is to incarnate into a darker, denser family pattern, to take part in that, and then learn, oh wait, I want to be different. This isn't, I'm seeing things differently. Stop judging younger you. Younger you who was traumatized, younger you who didn't know any better. It feels like this has caused a lot of frustration, and some of you might feel like you've been held back, that you did it wrong. And what I'm getting at, what I'm feeling in this whole reading, is you're doing it right. You didn't do it wrong. The healing path was the path of your intention. It wasn't about coming in and having a perfect life. It wasn't about a perfect life, whatever that is. It was going into this dense, dark energies and bringing your light and becoming more yourself in this amazing, amazing time of great expansion, of raising of the vibrations. The advice is 3 of Pentacles. Recognition and reward. You are highly recognized and appreciated in higher dimensions. The non-physical aspect of you that's in higher dimensions, who consciously decided to incarnate. I'm getting, for some of you, this might be when you prefer to incarnate, when it's the most dense, because you have such a high vibrational energy. System buster. You weren't meant to fit in. As painful as that has been, you weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to disrupt. To put a cog in the wheel, or just disrupt the normal flow of things, because they're toxic flow of things. You might have been very blinded to this, and that's also part of it, is being unconscious. Part of the excitement of the draw of this is coming from such a very unconscious space and gaining more consciousness. You might even be avoiding, or in your past, avoiding expansion, like wanting so badly to fit in, so badly. I find that I'm laughing because that's kind of the irony, is I just want to fit in, but you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to heal yourself, to enjoy this ride of expansion and accelerated motion, to find others who are also on this path. I get that wanting to fit in, that wanting that family, that belongingness that you are searching for is at a higher vibration. It's when you are more healed that people start showing up. People who are also resonating at the core frequency. Sometimes you might notice that some people can resonate at a high vibrational energy, on some, in some aspects of their lives, and they're still at a lower, more unconscious vibration at other aspects. Or you might notice that about yourself. And that's a-okay. If you're exhausted, feeling depleted, maybe some of you are feeling like you want to give up or overwhelmed. This is all part of the journey. You've got this, you're doing fine. Acknowledge those feelings. It's okay to feel that way. You will also have a great deal of compassion for those who also are exhausted by their journey. Those who want to give up. Those who feel destroyed or overwhelmed. You're not alone. I'm feeling like tuning in to the energies of people around you who are also feeling this way. I'm feeling like a Tonglen practice, Tonglen, Tonglen, where you breathe in that darkness and denseness, and breathe out light, relief. You can do that first for yourself, so you can really just allow yourself to feel the dense energies. And instead of grasping at the light, grasping at relief, you give it out. And then you can tune into the collective, or people, whoever you're drawn to, a group of people, a country, world, your neighborhood, your family, whatever you're drawn to, and breathe in for all of you the dense, dark energies that you're with, and then breathing out relief, that all of us may release these energies. And it's on the breath. So breathing in the darkness, breathing out relief and joy and love. You're sending out wishes for relief. Relief is the easiest. If you can't pinpoint what that light gives, then relief. You're not alone. Not just in the 3D world, but you have guides, angels, higher vibrational beings, higher dimensional, who are all sending you so much support. In that same way, when you're breathing out relief and light, now you can even like breathe in and receive. Can you receive? Can you feel, have you, because of this defensiveness and exhaustion, have you been created such a protective layer that you're not allowing the support in? Can you find a safe and quiet place and allow the light that wants to come in and help you, the guidance, the light of high vibrational guidance and inspiration and love and caring? Maybe there's been a looking for that energy to come from someone or someone's, maybe from your family, maybe from connections, and that energy is not coming through. Maybe you can receive that on your own and receive it from non-physical. It feels like you've got a team of non-physical beings who consciously, purposely did not incarnate in this lifetime so they could remain in non-physical and have their awareness constantly on you, to support you, to be around you, to allow you to continue on. Maybe it's, if you haven't already, to connect, or if you have done this before, to reconnect, to remind yourself that you are supported. I am supported, I am guided, I am loved, I am cared for. You didn't have to do anything to deserve this. You are already worthy just by existing. And if you are conscious, you exist. As in, if you are aware that you are alive, you are worthy. There's nothing you have to do to prove yourself. You don't have to pay. You don't have to do something to get that. You just have to allow, get in more of your feminine energy and receive this. Allow this energy to support you. Allow this energy to bless you. You're moving out on this new steps forward, and you've got the universe's support. This is your current energies. Stepping out to a new beginning, and you've got universal support in doing so. Wow. All right. That's your message, collective. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.